Time now for Jeff's Car Culture.
You bet. This is going to be informative for you. We all, you see ambulances going down the road. People sometimes
You ever been in the back of an ambulance?
No, sometimes they don't get out of the way, and it's very frustrating, and it kind of ticks me off that somebody's in there for a reason. So ambulances are made all over the world, with different countries, different regions having their own manufacturing, their own specifications. Typically, ambulances are made in two stages. The first manufacturer takes the chassis. The second modifies the vehicle to include the necessary emergency equipment. In the United States, ambulances are classified into 4 types, each with different specifications and purposes. Several companies manufacture ambulances in the U.S., including American Emergency Vehicles, Braun Industries, and Horton Ambulance, among others. Those are the primary ones in the U.S. There's several across the world. These companies play a crucial role in providing emergency medical services with the necessary vehicle, ensuring that the patients receive prompt and effective care during their medical emergency. The customization options offered by these manufacturers enable the EMS providers to design ambulances that meet their unique needs and their budgets. The first stage of manufacturing involves the initial construction of the chassis, which forms the foundational structure of the ambulance. This stage typically entails the fabrication of a light or medium-duty truck chassis, cabs, or full-size van. Reputable automobile companies such as Mercedes-Benz, Nissan, Ford, Toyota are often chosen for this purpose in providing the reliable base for the subsequent modifications. The second stage of manufacturing involves modifying the chosen vehicle meet the specification requirements of an ambulance. This stage is carried out by a second manufacturer known as the second stage manufacturer. Go figure, Mike. They take the incomplete vehicle lacking a body or interior behind the driver's seat and transform it into a full-fledged ambulance. This process can be done through 2 methods: coach building or modular system integration. In the U.S., there are 4 types. Type 1 ambulances are mounted on a truck chassis with a custom module on the back. They're used primarily for advanced life support and rescue work. They're available in 4-wheel drive and are a good choice for difficult driving conditions.
Oh, my God. There's Danny's Dodge van that we all used to go around in. Yeah.
Danny, I love him. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Type 2 ambulances are typically, not in that van, typically van-style vehicles with basic patient care features. They're used for hospital-to-hospital transport and can also be used in a 911 rescue work. They offer better gas mileage than the other types of ambulances, specifically diesel. These Type 3 are built using a van chassis with the roof raised. Who hasn't raised a roof in a van? Come on. Type 3 ambulances are similar to Type 1, but use a van cutaway chassis instead of a truck chassis.
Look at that one right there. That's a short bus, any way you look at it.
There you go. The cab and body are integrated with a larger opening between the cab and module, allowing for easier movement in items and the personnel. These ambulances are available in 2-wheel drive using regular gasoline. Now, the 4th version, or the Type 4 they're talking about, is for patient transfers as smaller vehicles, for smaller environments, small crowds, and things of like that nature. But that's a Pontiac right there on the screen. And my favorite is this last one. Check this out. That's a Buick, baby.
That's a Buick.
Now, for all intents and purposes, be cautious around ambulances. Get out of the way when you see them coming. Leave your blood donation at the Red Cross and not on the highway.
Very nice. Well, I have to tell you that back in my day, it was things like the Buick, the Pontiac, any kind of a station
Cadillac.
Wagon.
You bet.
You know, the guy, the actual medic that's back there, of course, the patient's laying down. The medic's all hunched over because the roof is so low.
Yep, exactly. But be careful when you're out there, and a little bit of information if you ever wonder, and just check it out.
Driving. Time now for Jeff's Car Culture. Rare muscle car colors.
You betcha. And here we go. First one out of the box. Now, we've all seen these colors. You don't know what codes they are, but here we go. 1970 Plymouth Duster. We call this the Pink Panther. The 1970 Plymouth Duster in factory Pink Panther, paint code FM3.
Hey, everybody, look at my car.
Wondering what the code is one of the rarest, most eye-catching combinations to leave a Chrysler plant. While the Duster was designated as affordable, compact muscle car, ordering it in Pink Panther turned into a bold statement piece. The color was part of Mopar's high-impact paint lineup and officially only offered it for the short time in 1970. The next one on the block is a 70 Plymouth Cuda. Who figured? In violet, code FC7. Now, in violet, also known as what? Plum Crazy over at Dodge. It was one of Chrysler's high-impact colors, but surprisingly, a few buyers ordered it in 70 Cuda. Most stuck with the Hemi Orange or Limelight, which was the green color, leaving the purple Bruiser only to be the only one that's bold.
I think that John Hovis got one.
I believe so, he does. When paired with the 426 Hemi or even a high-compression 440 in violet, gave the Cuda an unmistakable presence. That is a pretty car. I'd drive it. Next one, 70 Chevelle SS in Tuxedo Black, which is paint code 10. Tuxedo Black sounds common, but it's rarely chosen in 70, especially on the SS Chevelle. GM's bright hues like Cranberry Red and Fathom Blue dominated the dealer lots, while fewer than 1% of the SS buyers opted for the deep formal black. When paired with an LS6 454 and a cowl induction hood, a black-on-black Chevy SS became a menacing presence. It didn't need stripes or flare to make it a paint. There you go. Next one, 69 Dodge Charger in R4 bright red with a white top. Bright red code R4 wasn't rare on its own, but paired with a white vinyl top and white interior, you got a surprisingly uncommon setup for 69. Most buyers went with black or tan contrast instead of the high contrast combo. Add a 440 Magnum or a Hemi into the equation, and you've got a Charger that's hard to miss. Next one, Michael, is a 1970 AMX. Big Bad Green is what they call this. Paint code 00. AMC's Big Bad color lineup was in-your-face marketing moved on, and a Big Bad Green was by far the boldest. Available in special order only, this radioactive shade was rarely selected by AMX buyers, with fewer than 100 cars believed to have actually left the factory in this color. The AMX, with its two-seat layout, a 390 V8, already stood apart from the pack. Painted Big Bad Green, it became a statement car in every sense of the word. That's nice. Another favorite of mine is a 66 Fairlane GT Emberglow code V. Ford's Emberglow was one of those mid-60 colors that defines sort of like a description, part copper, part bronze, part burnt orange. It was available on the 66 Fairlane GT, rarely seen on high-performance versions like the GT390. With its 335 horsepower V8 bucket seats and optional GTA automatic, the Fairlane GT had solid muscle car cred. But painted in Emberglow, it looked like a concept car that slipped through the production line. And the last one is my favorite, 70 Pontiac GTO in what? Orbit Orange, code 5.
Looks yellow.
05. Orbit Orange is hard to miss, and that's exactly why so many few buyers chose it. Available in 70 only, the screaming high-letter shade was meant to grab attention, and it did. Just not in big numbers. Combine the orange Orbit with the Judge package and the Ram Air, all that good stuff, and you've got one of the loudest, fastest, and rarest Pontiacs ever built. It was too much for most buyers, but 1970, who cares? Collectors are lining up for them today. How about that?
Very nice.
Yeah,
Well done. All right. Thank you, sir.